Oh, 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 okay. Hello, everyone. Can I do? Hey, okay. Ooh, I like us. Makes me more mysterious this way, almost, right? I don't know. Square, more professional. Okay. Sorry, guys. This is my first time trying out what you call it, Streamyard. The color scheme. Ooh, no, that's amateur. That's giving me 98%. For some reason. What's classy? What's classy? What's elegant? What's an elegant color? Can I go with a small poop color? Can I go with green poop? Yeah, yeah, green poop is elegant right here. Yeah, well, a little pukey, a little pukey. Yeah, there we go. Hell yeah. Alright, everybody. Let me know if I'm live. I do have a couple of people watching. Um, we're gonna make sure the comments are seen on this too. Oh, oh, I don't like how I look like. I'm glad that you looked. I don't like how I look like. First of all, look a little hot. Look a little spicy over here. All right, there we go. We're back in business. Um, can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Can you? Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, okay. I'm nice and heard. Did you saw that Roman is owner of Georgia versus the world? I guess the video editors and translator earn a lot of money. Really? That's interesting. I just watched some video today on some were like Engin, and I also watched a little bit of the live stream of the Dota live stream with Dexter and the guys. Um I don't know if it's true that Roman is the owner of Georgia versus the world, but what I know, I'm not from Georgia or the world. Uh well, alright guys, seems like that y'all can see me and hear me. Man, I don't like this whole experience. For anyone wondering, or not wondering, but sorry, I'm looking a little, look like a bum. I need to. I'm getting my haircut tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. Wednesday. Because going to we're going to Canada. Going to Canada this weekend, so I'm trying to be pretty for for that. So I'm kind of looking a little rough, so I'm not so happy about this. But anyhow, today I gathered you guys here for this contribution to bring wise to the sport. Um, Man, it's a thing at this point. The sport is so like non-existent still. It always brings me to the sport. But all right, so peoples, I'm gonna here today. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. As I've said in the previous live show, we don't have the name. We're too inconsistent, and a lot of other things. So if anyone have a great name for this, let me know. For now, it is what it is. Artem be yapping, and I be yapping. And today we'll be yap about some Mac 4. So there's a lot of stuff to talk about technically. Like there's East versus West just passed. There's a couple of good matches. Stuff happening in arm wrestling. But that card that I am going to be on is really hot. So we're gonna start with first thing first, guys. For anybody who wants to purchase the pay-per-view, y'all can go on premstream.com. There is a link in the description to this video, and the link already has my code in it. So, for anybody that want to go buy pay per view and support, there's a code Taraninko. Check it out, and help your boy out, and plus get the pay per view. All right, now the card is also the card is pretty awesome. Now that I realize the only not awesome part about this so far is I'm like all the way over here and there's this many matches. So I don't know how far we are from the venue and the hotel, Mr. Ian Carnegie. If there's a way for me not to be at the venue for this much, I will love you so much. Because this is that's the only problem about being here is to waiting on this. So you get burned out and not interested pretty quick. So, but I'm gonna get a little better picture for myself, guys. So let me go to the Mac website. Um, it's pretty accurate. So there's a couple matches that I'm interested in, and let me I guess bring them up for you guys a little bit once again, and I will talk about it. Can they really not find anyone for Larson besides Wade? Hmm. Oh, how much I care. um, Listen, I don't know. It seems. I mean, Wayne been on arm wrestling for a good while now, and it seems like maybe Wayne being, you know, maybe you don't have as much opportunities in the previous, I don't know, couple of years. And I see his name a lot more out right now. So maybe Wayne is back, and maybe they wanted in this match, or who knows? I think there's some type of what I'm trying to say, like this match was supposed to happen type thing. So with that being said, I mean I do think Philip will beat Wayne um in a dominant fashion, right? But yeah, are there more people for Philip? Sure. I mean he's a super heavyweight guy. Um, that what we got like him and Brad going at it. Is Brad ranked at supers or Brad is a smaller guy? Because if not all that, I mean, we could easily throw a film. Sorry guys, where's my beaters? I'm dying and sounding like an amateur. Ah, gee, pizzle. Sorry, we had a couple bad nights here of having heartburns and stuff. So my beaters are some. Ah, fillers. My bad. My bad. I don't want to burp up. So for anybody who has a problem with indigestions, gas bloating. Oh, well, that's it. Fast acting relief for gas, bloating, and indigestion. And that's pretty much it. Works great because I was like, I'm not really talking there for a second, but this clears you right up. There's many companies that do that. This is like the coolest one. Works the best and fastest. So all of a sudden, like, I'm not like, oh, a little bit bursting. No, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. So we all watched Matt Rhodes live stream. It's insane. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Well, sorry, there's a live stream day and I can't have a couple of viewers to myself. Indigestion would have been in everything. I've been kind of skipping breakfast and just going for the heaviest meal I can, like for the lunchtime, and then eating after that. So my lunch been like everything. So I'm still digesting it for right now. But anyway, not to talk about my digestion track for this whole time. Um, let's talk about Mac 4. We already trash talk a little bit of Wayne Wheelers, unfortunately. Sorry, Wayne. Um, 50-50 on Liquid Gennady is crazy work. I love it. So, guys, I'll bring up one more time, and I'm gonna look at the pictures. 'Cause I might not know everything, and I'm gonna talk about what I like here. So, free prelim card from the bottom. Um, I mean, I've seen Maddie a lot. Blake, Eric. Okay, I see a familiar name. It's Matt Oliver. Let me look at the picture if I know the opponents too. Um. Oh, okay. I don't get the pictures for the prelim guys. So I mean, yeah, that's all I know. So yeah, yeah. So I'm not sorry, guys. Can I really talk about much about the prelim card? Because I'm not quite sure the opponents. Like I know Matt Oliver. Not really sure who John Prolix is. Matt Smith. Not so sure who Jim Clement is. Thomas Dumas. Uh, was Thomas here earlier in this thing? Man, yeah. I know. So anyway, let's talk about where I have pictures. I have pictures with I think the pay-per-view card. One, two, three, four, five, yeah, I think that's what it is. So, Cody Smith and Tyler Bolzan. Oh, that's actually off the rip a good match. Let me make sure you guys can see me through that. All right. So Cody Smith and Tyler Bolzan. Cody being aggressively coming up left-handed, and I think him and Tyler is like because I think Cody's a little bit of a little bit above 200. I think he's 220 guy, and I think Tyler also maybe like 210, like I don't know if he's 220, but what I'm trying to say, like they're a little bit above 200 pounds, so they like right there probably at the weight and the power point. So interested to see. Tyler is the type of guy I think that established like left-handed. Like there's not many like left-handed middleweight guys in Canada. Like what's I mean it's changing now, right? Like but before like I mean Ali Hamadeh was like bumping a lot in a thing, but if you go further, look further, I think people know like Tyler Bozans and what's other gentleman's name? Oh, do I see him in the card? And there's one more gentleman that pulled so Jamie Staken, I think, he's also I think pretty good left-handed, like known for that in Canada and being middleweight. So Cody is more of a guy that's like trying to establish that lane, and he has a couple good wins for sure, but not as established like left-handed name. I mean, maybe for random persons. Like I know because Cody been trying to pull me, and like like you like have like super similar opponents and stuff. So I'm aware of him, but I do know Tyler's a little bit more established. And with that being said, oof, Cody looks good, but he like. I think the whole non-establishment part actually helps me to speak about it because I think he uh, he falls off a little bit when the things are super serious and like mistakes matter. So therefore, if mistakes matter, then experience matter too. So therefore, you know what? I mean, I don't have to do prediction here, but I'm gonna go. I'll bet on Tyler, but I'm gonna go with Cody because we're both gonna represent America. Um, but like I said, I don't really have the prediction, but I just want to talk about interesting matches. Daniel Evison pulling Courtney. Not sure who Courtney is. Maya and Nicola also don't know those goods. Rick Heiderich pulling Zach Shattuck, also Canadian fella. Not sure. I'm assuming we're gonna beat his ass. Mike Smith, Beal. Let me see. Also not sure. I mean, look, Mike Smith looks familiar. BLM definitely familiar. That's kind of how we started the whole arm wrestling thing here, traveling around, is saying yes to BLM. It's probably like a good start of my arm wrestling, not career, but my super match traveling, accepting, being cool. Like I just not I just, but I think I just had this conversation with myself, like how like if you want to level up, and I was trying to level up at the point already, like hard, and I think the next point was realizing that you say yes to super matches that they offer because they not really have been offered that heavy at that point. and the one that have been, that was like the first one. Like if I want to pull BLM, and I'm like, oh, this is weird because it's the first really like out of reach offer because super heavyweight, right-handed. If you do know me at the time and you're like somewhat a fan, you do know like I'm a lighter guy, and I'm like kind of known for being left-handed and right-handed. So I'm like, okay, and you know what? I'm not sure whether that happened before Jamie Sheldon or after, but I think those two were significant. I think, but to where Jamie was before. Jamie was before, but because I think Jamie is significant also right-handed, but I think it was more somewhat within the reach. Like it was supposed to be like maybe my first twin right-handed that did not happen. Like on a big stage, so somewhat like big super match stage, and then BLM I think I guess was more sort of like what I'm saying, like doesn't matter if the offer is good, you take that and you go arm wrestle. So it was more like a professional approach. So that's how I got to pull BLM ski. Milo Laird increased the set. Let me see if I'm correct. Yes, pulled with increased the set many times myself. Maybe not many, maybe like once, but um, cool to see him. I mean, I see him around here that he's still active and strong. Um, oh, I don't know. You know what? Like I said, I don't need to predict stuff. It's cool and easy to bet on anybody with last name Laird, so that could be a good case. But we'll see. We'll see. Now, next match: Victor Belov and Clifton Erickson. Am I? No, I was. I was. I think I was. Dude, Cody Smith and Clifton Erickson can be spoken about in a similar fashion, like kind of, but I guess they're not like left-handed both, but both coming up, both kind of look same, different, different hair colors and all, but both swole dudes with there's some facial hair going on. Anyhow, um, I oof, 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 oof. Clifton Clifton been pulling high caliber guys, but I don't think he's been showing much. Um, I mean, not saying in a bad way, but that's what happens when you pull high caliber guys and you not beating them. You're a loser. It's hard to look good when you're a loser. So, um, and Victor been at it too, and he getting better and better. Is that right arm? I don't mind going with Victor, but I think Clifton will win that. I'm not sure if I'm pretty sure like me and Victor been getting in trouble left-handed, but not right-handed, and I'm not sure why. Either every time I haven't arm wrestled right-handed at the same moment as him, or did I and we never really meet? Is it because have I been losing or have I been winning too far? So not sure, but no, all my interactions with Victor are left-handed. Um, if they're any same class as right-handed, I'm pretty sure I probably won them or was further than him to where me and Victor did not get to pull each other. So I'm kind of gonna go with Clifton because I think Clifton is more like I mean I'm gonna assume him as a both-handed fella, right, or at least right-handed, and I'm gonna go with Victor left-handed. So not knowing much more information, that's gonna be my prediction. The lucky ones, female in arm wrestling. Hey Artem, hello Lucky. 50 egg and 50 that is your Roman. That's awesome. Sorry guys, I'm like I guess I was reading the stuff and not reading the chat. Dude, I'm looking at myself in the camera. That haircut, that hoodie, I look like a bum that haven't slept and I've been good. Um yeah, you need to space out the meal throughout the day, small portions. You know what? Altitude, that's actually um like yes and no. Like it's okay to fast, right? Like and have intermediate fast until lunch and have like just one meal, right? If you can pack a lot of calories, I can, so I have to have like 2 3 meals, and then But that's also will depends how fast your metabolism you want, how fast you want your metabolism to work. If I want it super fast, sure, I'll probably eat a little bit, then I'll get hungry and eat a little bit, and just keep eating a little bit at a time. But if I'm not about that, just hammer one huge meal, then another one. Then I got power, do another one. I don't know, 5,000 calories. All right. So, when it comes down to train, baby, Brad Grind is saying, I mean, I'm just now becoming like available for all this stuff because I've been kind of staying busy around here for my prep for Allen here. But after after this week, I'm back to being able to travel around more till November. So September, October, Mister Grundy, I'll do my traveling. Nobody been really inviting, so I don't know if you guys have been practicing over there. So I've been getting invited to not even. I haven't been invited to practices. That's why I haven't been to practices. Okay, so I've been invited to anything local. I'm local. Okay, but usually I was about to say usually I'm getting invited to John Hutchinson, but I don't know. He went about it in a funny way. Like he like called me a fruitcake or something and whatever. Like when you come into practice, man, I'm like, yo, man, I've been to practice 15 times. It's time for you to come to my practice. And after that, I feel like he stopped being friends with me, and stopped inviting me to his practice. But you know, I would like to come back one day. But yeah, anyway, this is all just jokes. Um, whenever you're gonna invite me, Mister Brad Grandy, I'll be there. Okay. So Victor Belloff and Clifton gonna go with Clifton. Dave Morocco, Christian Gilbert. That's why I need the pictures, not for Dave, for Christian. Christian Gilbert. Is it a bigger picture from Christian? No, but it is so clickable and nice. Man, they should have done something cool about this, man. Oh no, okay, hold on. You can click it further somewhere. Okay, let me see. Mr. Christian Gilbert. Okay. Um, I see this fella quite a lot on some videos. His smile is way too nice to like. I mean, you look way too friendly to be in a match. If is Dave smiling in his picture, is Dave's picture not going anywhere? Oh man, Christian has a cooler profile than Dave. Oh, my internet is out. Uh, oh no, Christian loaded up. Oh man, Dave is smiling at his picture too. Yeah, man, they're both screwed. I'm gonna go with Dave on this one. Um, where else? Where else? Where else? Where else? Brandon Sesser, Eli Lapointe. Okay, this is this left-handed? Brandon, yes, it is left-handed. So Eli, I think, is the fella from Quebec that wanted to definitely to arm wrestle me left-handed at some point. So I'm getting a feeling he's one of those. He's one of those guys. One of those coming up left-handed weirdos. So Brandon been looking like absolute trash back lately. I'm gonna root for him. I'm gonna stake my money on Eli if that's a possibility. Because come on, Brandon, like, you love to be a lamb left-handed, man, and that's neither good or bad. I think. Like why? Come on, man. Tighten up. Tighten up, Brandon. Keep me having that. Curtis Cameron, Nathan Leland. Bringing a picture of Mr. Leland. Um. Oh, of looks familiar. Half pubis Earl Wilson, left arm, Mac 2. Who won? No results. Should results. Winner, Nathan Land. Left. Well, he has one winner on Earl Wilson here. That's, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I have too much respect for Mr. Wilson, so it's like, man, why would you do that? You're supposed to lose that just out of respect. So, what? This is a different match. This is a different hand, right? Oh no, still left arm. Oh, Curry's left is trash. So I'm gonna go with Nathan. You have to check it out. Cotrain Alain Goyer. All those Quebec Canadians. I'm gonna check out how crazy of a picture Mr. Alain got. Oh man, that haircut is crazy, man. I bet you Coach Trey is kind of screwed just based on I don't know, just based on the haircut that Mr. Alain got over here. But other than that, I think Coach Trey will win that like 3-1 or some shit. So I feel like I don't know. I don't feel like I need to know you to for you to beat Coach Trey, but man, Ray be Ray is a good guy. That's all I'm gonna say. Ray is a good guy. It's hard to beat a good guy. Ali Beziazikov and Tyler Brozan. Tyler Brozan pulling Cody Smith one-handed. So what's up with Human Alex? Human Alex going to right-handed. Alex is right. Been looking kind of, I don't know, not impressive, man. He's out there traveling, living the good life. Oh, I don't know. He's traveling around Russia, so I don't know how much of a good life you can live traveling over there. I'm pretty sure he may have been on Tyler before that. So I'm gonna go with Alex. I'm gonna go with Alex. Well, he lives in the same state as I am, so what am I? Who am I lying to? So Alex gonna be in Tyler, John Tyrion, and Kirsten. Man, every time Kirsten have came over, he've never done he've never done good. I'm glad Kirsten is a good guy and he's a kind person. He's super funny. Because if he was not funny, with this level of arm wrestling, I don't know if we can maintain to be friends. Um, you can only have one loser. If it's both of us, Kirsten, I can have that. So, all right. But you know, I think. Well, man. Looking at Facebook, and I think, but John looks a little skinny though. So I wonder if this event will be the moment where Kirsten gets his like final good, solid right-handed win on something really good, and John gets his wake-up call a little bit. That's whole like, you know, smoking cigs and working out ain't gonna work out for too long. Um, or John gets spared, right? Because the thing, people like Kirsten, eventually gonna get this shot, right? I mean, you get the shot, but eventually you're gonna get it, right? Because Kirsten being getting a bunch of shots, but I don't believe quite getting what he will want, right? At least without what I'm seeing, but I'm autistic, so. But maybe that will be the day, maybe not, because Johnny is in the same time fairly advanced arm master, right? He's not like the bottom of the barrel at that class. He's up top of there. So I'll see. All right, we talk about the final two. We got. I think I am the main event, so we're gonna talk about Philip and Wade under us, and we have talked about that actually prior to this in the beginning of the episode. I do believe um Philip beats Wade, right? Um, I mean that's kind of it. Philip beats Wade, and oh no, like yeah, you know what now, guys. Nowadays, guys, a lot of predictions are like based on maybe what you see on the internet or what you see like in the previous couple matches, blah blah. But it's not really. It doesn't really like necessarily. It's like a good astrology chart, right? It's you can go with it or you can scrape it. You know what I mean? Like pretend you never seen that chart before, like, and it's all good. So they're kind of the same way. Like, it doesn't really like if I'm telling that Wayne about to lose to Philip, um, I think that's kind of what kind of I'm looking by the events, by what I'm seeing on the internet, blah blah blah. But it's not necessarily the truth, right? What if Wayne is like training 3 times as hard, figuring out the technique, and now he's about to come back and beat everybody? But you know, just a random thought. But I think Philip gonna be regardless. So now Artem and Alan Ford. Let's see this Artem guy. What's his numbers? Oh man, I have a bunch of numbers. Body weight, 100 kilos to 20 pounds. Have never been that heavy in my life. Height, 5'11". Still, I'm 6. I'm 183 centimeters. Will put me like at 6, man. Come on now. Um, Biceps, 15.7, 4 centimeters probably. Forearm, 15, sure. Wrist, 7.5, correct. Crazy. Show the results. Winner 3-0. Man, man. Other than that, this is a very rough profile. Sorry, guys, I'm looking at myself. Uh, I'm looking. Toughest, dude. They need to update. Hold on. How can I look it up? How can I go? How can I go to another screen? Whoa, 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 whoa! This is wild. We need to talk about this, guys. We need to talk about Cold's arm representation. Um, the hell? What the hell? Yeah, big guy. See you Friday. What's up, Mister Dan? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Um, let me read the chat, guys. Let me read the chat since I don't know how to go to another thing. But I'm over here on the Gold's Arm page, and it says arm wrestling goal, become an ultimate man. That's a good goal. That's still good. That's still good. That's still good. Toughest match, hook match with Zach Lee. So that has to be a long time ago. Cause I mean, toughest opponent, Robert Russell, which for you below. Yeah, that match with Zach Lee that I had right here once was brutal, but man, ever since I've had a lot more rougher matches. What motivates you? I am very unmotivated, lazy bum, dude. So what? I've been so truthful since day one. I love it. Favorite quote: "Can beat them, choke them." Hell yeah. What do you see yourself in 10 years from now? Make a living in pharmacy and YouTube videos. Boy, aren't we here? Message to fellow arm wrestlers, pullers. It's just two men holding hands. So never be mad about it. I can cry, man. Man. What a philosophical things I've been talking about. That's what we're gonna do, guys. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Before I read the chat, come on, come on. Come. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this chat, and before I read you guys. So I'm gonna re-highlight this. I just went to goldarm.com and looked up my profile because it was part of the Mac event, and I'm assuming this info or this conversation that I had with the person who wrote this was forever ago, because I mean that some of the things like toughest match, hook match with Zach Clear, that was forever ago, 2015, 16. Toughest opponent, Robert Russell, probably me pulling him left-handed. Occupation painter, that was a long time ago. But the funny stuff here is it's over here, for example. Um, arm wrestling gold, become an ultimate man, and I knew what I meant by that. I knew what I meant by that. And it doesn't really necessarily mean like be the well, no, it means what it means actually, but it does mean like being that dude that just is able to go to super matches, win them, be a representable weight, and ultimate being obviously being everybody, but whatever can get you there. Um, what motivates you? I'm a very unmotivated lazy bum. That's I am. That I am, and that's exactly what motivates a lazy bum like myself. Is myself just you know look at the shuffle, yesterday versus today, and there you go. Make sure you did something better. There's your motivation. Preferred arm wrestler, someone who you really admire. Travis Page, man. Hey, guys. Speaking of Travis Page, I called Travis today just to see if we're still friends, right? Everybody sees what's going on with Tyson Page in life, so we all proud of Tyson. So I want to make sure that me and Travis are still connect. Call Travis. Travis answered me almost immediately. I'm like, all right, I could hang up right there. That's all you need to know. But we chatted. I mean, he is Travis was a little bit almost overwhelmed. Like the conversation didn't go nowhere. He's like, dude. I'm like, dude. So super happy for him. Super happy. But thank you, Travis. So still admire Travis for his style, swag, and kind of like Todd Hutchings, that straightforwardness of arm wrestling type shit. A fairy quote: "Can't beat them, choke 'em." Thank you to Tom Nelson. Probably still a good quote. Where this year so from now, making a living of arm wrestling YouTube videos. I'm not quite making my living of arm wrestling YouTube videos, but at some point, exactly 10 years prior to that, I got to quit my jobs prior to making a living of my arm wrestling videos. So it's not maybe necessarily from them, but it is from them. So that's pretty neat. Um, Message to fellow arm wrestlers: arm wrestling just two men holding hands, so never be mad about it. Man, that's all we are. Especially today. Um, as we see as we see everything, people quitting arm wrestling because they don't get matches anymore. They cannot. The drama is too much nowadays. Drama doesn't even affect them, but they still it. Look what this philosopher said. This philosopher from Russia. Arm wrestling is two men holding hands. So never be mad about it. So, take it easy. Now, that's it. All right, cool. Well, listen, guys. So as you guys can see, what I was really trying to put out with this message, that I was this wise and handsome 10 years ago. Well, I mean, just wise, handsome, like it just came to me, right? But dude, some good comments over there. All right, guys. Let's read about stuff. What's up, bro? What's happening? MG Blast. Um, well, I'm gonna go a bit further. Um, your opinion on if Engen running Georgia versus World? I got a phone call from Gennady. Um, we'll probably have to ask Ryan Bowen too. Who is he talking to? Right? Is he talking to Engen? Does Engen needs really, um, can he trust somebody else to talk for him around the league? Not sure. I'm kind of I'm not investigating much. Um, I don't have a lot of tea also on this. Like, I mean, none really. Um, s- so I mean, again, like I'm not afraid of it necessarily. However, like I don't have enough information and enough like even like bad or good rumors to like talk who owns it and why we own it or whatnot. Like I feel like Let us have a couple more East versus Wests that are real and not attacked or whatever. Let that thing happen too. Make sure everything is real and people are getting paid in the matches. Everything is going, and give two, three more, and we'll see who owns what. If that's the thing, I guess I don't really care. Maybe right. Um, just finished watching one of the most bizarre live streams ever. So I'm assuming you're talking about the Matt Rhodes thing that somebody mentioned earlier. If yes, no, tell me what happened. Let's talk about this. We got a couple more times. Couple more times. Sure. Ali got big. He weighs like 230 now or more. If we're talking about, I think we're gonna talk about Bizyazikov in this video. So not surprising. Ali's gonna get big. What's up, Artem? What's up, higher arm wrestling? This microphone's so big. I have to like see what's up. What do you think about Bryce Meadows beating Robert Russell in Virginia? Was it a fluke, Artem? Bryce Meadows. Uh, let's look up and see who Bryce Meadows is. Uh, it's I'm gonna tell you right now. Um, that Robbie's left is not. It's way further than his right. So beating him left-handed is really it's not. You kind of should do that. If you don't, like it's weird. Uh, oh wow, why is Bryce kind of looks familiar, kind of not? Bryce sent me a friend request. Let's. Are we responding to Bryce's friend request chat? Because I usually don't. Let's do this. Let's do this. You guys know us first. Bryce doesn't know that, but y'all know now that he's my friend on Facebook. um, looks like a young, strong fella. 242. Oh man, is everybody that big and fat now? Or oh, is it? Oh, they had a super match. Oh wow, wow, is that Robbie with a big ass beard, looking like a man? Wow. Okay, let's see. Let's see what it looks like. Dude, Robbie is big and pretty, and still can't arm wrestle for shit, huh? Ha! Oh man, he killed him the last round. Robbie Russell on your right, representing 10. Let's see. Let's see. I mean, nothing really to say. Robert looks terrible. Uh, our boy Bryce looks good here. You know what? Robert stopped it, but it's just such a like. You lucky you're that strong, man. 'Cause you're not supposed to stop that right there. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna tell you this it's a 50-50 shot if this statement we're working on because sometimes it's not accurate, but we're gonna do it in two ways. Um, yeah, so it works. So like Robert Russell is not ranked left-handed at all. Right-handed, he is high up there, like top five. Left-handed, he is not, and that's fairly accurate. So that's what I gotta tell you. It's also funny that it's I guess there's a weight difference too. Um, so it's not a fluke. It's just not a good win. That's all. I feel I need a grape shower. Oh, I like the grapes after the display we just witnessed. Wait, what? Whoa. Someone used to hack the Georgia versus World website. Dude, that looks like me on the picture, but it's not. I know I don't have the shirt, but on the right side, Why does this look like me on the profile, man? Guys, look in the corner. And don't tell me it's not me pulling on the right hand, on the right hand side in the green shirt. Okay. I need to wear some mushy and other hand later to cleanse myself. Guys, what did I miss? What did I miss? Sorry, I'm not reading the final comments yet, but what is going on? Smoking a cigarette definitely keeps the body weight off. My nerve max. You know what? It does. Smoking does interfere with you eating and eating with you eating and weight. Domain is still up for grabs. Someone should buy it. I hope that one buys it. Dude, you don't have to buy it, you can just park it. I know I had a girl friend who was telling me how, I mean, for a lot of time she would just find domains with names and just park it, right? People will tell you like, hey, you have my domain parked. Like, how much for you to release it? No, no, $1 million if it's a good domain. So parking a domain is a lot cheaper than buying that thing. I've seen Storm Chilling beat weight. Not sure when can be in lit super heavy. When did that happen? Is that is this new or is this back in the days? Like, yeah, aren't you Engen? I don't think like is Engen. Apparently, some mushy people Kirsten. You're the reason why I'm gonna cry. Big bitches and arm wrestling. Hell yeah, Dan. That's what the Canada is good for. Well, I actually don't know because I've been every time I've been in Canada, I didn't really party. There's really only reason arm wrestling for me. I ain't gonna lie. As much as I want to lie right now. uh, do you still do your art, Artem? Yes. I try to. I try to. No, not try to look for it. I guess look at it, but I just like in just different art form now. Like, I've customized a couple like luxury pieces this year, so I get some art like on bags. Have Josh Bishop talking to me about doing something for his gym. So we're gonna be back to graffiti some stuff. So yeah, for sure. And now I'm like the more I'm figuring out myself to what I want to do here in my free time. I think I'm gonna go back to discovering tattoos as well. So the art is gonna be around. Plot twist, right? And then they became close friends. Oh my god, I know, right? That's why it's like that's why I don't understand. And I became a victim of it the other day. Not a victim, but I was weak enough and was really angry and resentful and said some bad things in a like private conversation. Well, not that bad, but pretty bad, right? But and usually I don't do that. Usually I can get angry if things can go bad. I never really say stuff because don't matter how hard we both may be feeling at the time, right? And how correct and right and like obnoxiously, like we got, whatever happened to us, like we got betrayed or we were misunderstood, whatever, however you feel like not righteous about, right? And how, some situations are like, man, it's like just like either this or death, right? Most people end up talking again, right? And Ryan and Engen is a great example of that about how like it if you talk to both of them, I mean you talk about it on the surface level, it's like it's bullshit, but you talk about how strong feelings one can have towards each other, like, oh man, it'll never get fixed, but it does, it always does. So it's Matt, Gennady, and Roman. Oh wow, so I'm assuming it was Matt interviewing Gennady and Roman about Georgia versus the world. Hey, planning to go up and staying into 10 in the future. um So I've been trying to go up and establish myself like at 220, but honestly, with like smoking and just kind of it's getting kind of hard with the calories and my movements and stuff to eat more and gain more at my weight. So it's gonna be a goal. It is possible. I just need to put a lot more effort to it because every time like I did put more weight, it was a lot more effort into eating, and it gets hard for me. It's hard for me to stay consistent as far as eating and putting up weight. So like like I was struggling to get to 165, 154, and so that plateau is gone. So we're now about 190 to 200. But yes, John, um, the goal is to be. You see my goal, man. It's right here. The goal is here. Arm wrestling goal: become an ultimate man, and that does come with a body weight. Unfortunately, I cannot fix my height, but at my body weight and body height, I deserve to be at like 220, right? That's the good shot. 220 class is a weird one though, but my body deserves a shot at that, so we're gonna try it. Back to comments. Mm, Old back in the days. Oh, well, I guess that was all the comments. So is nobody gonna told me what's how bad was the podcast? So what was bad about it? Like I feel like I have a feeling that Matt Rhodes get good rap in the neighborhood, right? Like people love him in the community and all that stuff. You can fix height, but it's very expensive. Leg length, hand length, yeah. Well, yeah, it's I just thought about it as I said that, but like it's if that my option, I'm gonna say I cannot fix my height. And my height doesn't need to be fixed. I guess as a man, like I appreciate, but also faking your height. Well, it is kind of faking, right? If you went through the leg extension surgery. As far as the athletic stuff goes, so like being an arm wrestler, you're faking that a little bit because your legs got longer, but all your other levers remain the same. So that's really not gonna work. Right? The whole thing about being taller person or being naturally a certain height, that kind of comes in with your levers are probably certain length too. It's easier to do certain things. You probably easier to put body weight too because like your frame is bigger and whatever. Like you know, a 6'7" dude at his skinniest still will be like at about that 200 pounds, and for a lot of people 200 pounds like it's a good number to be at. So yeah, height is unfixable, weight is, and with my height and weight, I can play around. I think still. I mean, I can play around with against supers too. Like I've done it before, but what type of level of supers, right? So for I think gigging the 220, I can, if it comes to the proper power point, I can finally dunk on majority 98 guys and beat a lot of 220 guys, and then be way more competitive at supers. But honestly, competitive at supers, it's like really doesn't say much. Like I think supers for the most part is one of the easiest classes to win, unfortunately. So unless you live in an area where you have a lot of ranked supers and they all constantly showing up, otherwise it's one of the easiest classes to win. Hey bro, it's fine. It's 225. 2025. You can identify yourself as 6'7". You can grow your joints and bone thicker, though for sure. Human growth hormone seems to work well for that. No, no, because you only grow in like your bone spurs, and joint is a joint. Joint cannot get bigger. No, that's all weird. Like then then you won't have like there is something about you. your bones getting thicker has to require a lot more than just drugs. It has to a lot to do with also rest too, rest and food. Um, but otherwise, if you are on HGH, that means you're on other drugs. That also means you're probably working a lot harder. You're probably going through a lot more wear and tear. Therefore, your bones probably are thinner, not thicker, depending on the amount of rest and nutrition you're getting. You are going through a lot of wear and tear. That's what a lot of dudes breaking this shit. So, you know, you have to be careful. Like overall, like I think overall, long use amongst the workouts, food, and whatever, you are gonna grow, but it's gonna come with some wear and tear too, for sure, for sure, for sure. But I think, um, yeah, prolonged use, yeah, but it's good. It comes with just as many problems, right? Like you see all this like older bodybuilders, older athletes who definitely like their body adapted to their muscle size and everything became bigger, but it's also it comes to like everything oversized, like the joints, arthritis, like and all that stuff. So, like it just looks weird. Like it's if it did grow, it grew like in the areas and spots or ways where it eventually became or become uncomfortable. So never mind, I'm not trying to do it for sure now. Well, whoa, hold on, man. That depends on the dosages and how long you want to do that, right? Like HGH now, it's very common drug for your hormone um, replacement therapy, like HRT. So at super small doses, there still will be technical side effects to your body, but at the dosage that HRT clinic will provide to you, which is will be super small, like you're talking like with 1 to 2 use for the guy, that at prolonged use will put you more like in a higher quality of life rather than having problems, right? We're talking about like doing that for quality of life and taking dosages to one you will take for arm wrestling. It's like that's two different extremes. Like we're talking about like uh one of you versus like how many use do you want to take, right? Can you afford more than 10? More than 10. So is a different drug by that, and it comes with different set of pros and cons. 100%, 100%. But um, I don't want that to disrupt for the fact that everything in life is good in moderation, and especially when it comes to certain prescribed drugs, right? Like HGH, like testosterone, right? Like you know, testosterone technically is fairly like it's okay for your body, but by the time if you're not just going to the doctor and you some dude just shooting like 1,000 milligrams like at the time on the street, like yeah, it's gonna come with a little bit different effects, right? You're gonna feel a bit different. It's not gonna come as fun and healthy, right? Certain things gonna be fun, certain will not. So but the greatest saying about moderation, I think, works for that too. Um, anything counts as medicine, I guess. Yeah. So that's all. Well, alrighty, guys. I'm good. I'd sooner do than do the legacy shirt. No. That was a great comment by Evan Roach. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna wrap it all up. There was no super chat, so the StreamYard membership is gonna be randomly thin, but we're gonna can try to do more lives about this. So, but anyways, thank you for coming and watching, checking it out. This Saturday, Arm Wrestling Island Fort for everybody. Once again, here's the little screenshot. If y'all go to the website, y'all can go and well, you can go to actually if you go to the description of this live stream, y'all see a link with the code, and y'all get a discount, and y'all will help me out. Are you planning on staying, John? That question is like so like 2011. So talk to 2011 Artem about this. To 2025 Artem, this question is so like irrelevant. Are you planning? But maybe he's talking to you, Gotham, because John is today for some rude awakening. Super rude awakening. Um, because that question doesn't apply to me. Yeah, I'm hopeful I can be natural again. Ah, all righty, fellas. I'm out of here. Like I said, this Saturday, me and Alan Ford main event. Buy your link in the description. Buy your pay per view and with the link in the description. And if y'all in Canada, I see you guys there. See you guys there. John, where we are in, we're not in Ottawa, but we're near Ottawa in Canada. So check. Is there address? Oh, Club 27 York Street, Ottawa, Ontario. We're in Ontario. 4 days, 22 hours away. Get your tickets now. Plane tickets, pay per view tickets. I do not care. Get it. Get there.